Ladies and gentlemen, remember when you teach, it is a must for you to measure up how much learning has taken place, and therefore you need assessment and evaluation. Okay. Now, there are of course different reasons why we evaluate. Now, one is for the improvement of the teaching or the educational system. The other is to measure up how much learning has taken place, especially if you are going to rate the performance of your students. Of course, you will take pride in knowing that you have taught well, that your students have learned from you. That's what is important, because it is not how much you have taught your students, but it is how much has been learned from you. Okay, so first here we are going to learn about the assessment. This is the process of collecting evidences and making judgment on the extent and nature and progress towards the performance requirements set out a standard of a learning outcome. So as I was saying, it is not how much you teach, but how much has been learned from your teaching. Okay, now what is your guide? So how do you know that you're on the right track? Of course, at the start of your class, you will promise your students that you are intended to what? Enumerate the different parts of the ship and explain the different functions of the equipment and etc. So at the end of your lesson, you have to make sure that you assess your students accordingly to the intended learning outcome. And this is the manner by which you can, make a conclusion to yourself that you have actually done a great deal and you have done your job. And salute to you. Okay. Now, there are, of course, different types of assessment. So we have the formative assessments, which is ongoing assessments, reviews, and observations in the classroom. So from the start, like questions, do you understand? Is an assessment. If they say yes, of course,